how the heck you doing? I'm doing great, and I hope you are too. Thought I'd do a little unboxing for you. Well, not quite an unboxing, because when I received this package, it was just basically a padded envelope with the little product inside. So this is my latest unboxing review of a Kickstarter program that I supported. And if you've been following along with me for quite a while, you know that I do like to support projects in Kickstarter. So I do like to keep an eye on that and bring those to you also. But the one I brought to you today is the latest from Sanho, which is the new HyperDrive for the iPad Pro 2018. So this is quite a little device that the package up here. If you can lock into that, what you have here is basically the HyperDrive hub itself. It supports HDMI up to 4K. It has your USB C for power and for file transfer. It has your SD card slot, and it also has a micro SD card slot. And then it has a USB-A, and then your typical headphone jack that seems to be missing from a lot of the products that are coming out. And once in a while I do like to plug in, but for the most part I'm using my wireless AirPods. So that is this little guy. It's in the space gray. I did do a backup when they brought it out for the MacBook Pro. It has the two USB-C ports that plug into the side of your machine, and some people had trouble with it and some didn't. Mine's been performing pretty well throughout the times that I've been using it. That one had the two ports for the USB-A, SD card, micro SD card, and then two ports for the USB-C, and then on the one bottom is the HDMI port. So I've enjoyed having that one. So when I saw them come out with this guy for the iPad Pro, I thought I would jump on that and get on that also. Basically, it just plugs into the side of your iPad Pro. I do have my iPad here, so we'll just plug it in on the side here. As you can see, it's very firm. It's got a little extra device here on the side, piece of plastic that keeps the metal of the device itself, the hub itself, from scratching on the side of your iPad. So it does protect it a little bit for that reason. Also in the box, if you do have a certain cover on your iPad Pro, I have the smart cover on mine, Portfolio, and it does work very well on that. But if you do want to change it up and this little device won't quite fit on because of this little part here, you can unscrew it. They've given you the tiny screwdriver that helps you unscrew that, and some extra screws I should mention. And then basically you just screw this onto that. You're able to use it as an extended device off your iPad Pro. So that is a very nice little touch. They also give you another additional plastic piece that is the reverse of what's currently on this one. So if you want to be able to use your hub in a certain direction on your iPad Pro, and let's say the HDMI should be pointing down when you have it pointing up, you can switch the little plates that they provided here with the plastic plates, switch it around, and then you should be able to just attach your hub to the side of the machine like you want to do it. It eliminates having to have all these dongles. So like I've said, I've enjoyed using the one that came for the MacBook Pro. I've been using it constantly. I got a nice little leather case for that one. They did a little upshot on the case for this one because it gives you the other accessories in here. You got a nice little box that just closes up nicely, travels in your bag, travels in your backpack is what I usually use. So it's really good. I think I'm gonna like this one. Like I've said on most products that I've reviewed so far, I think I'm gonna enjoy using this one too. I've used it a few times already to see if the SD card slots work fine. They do pop up photo and photos on the iPad Pro and ready to import anything that's on here. They have to be formatted for a camera. It does look for the DCIM file folder, it appears to be. But I did notice on the micro SD card, when you do push it in, it has that little click and little ejection thing that's going on there. That's wasn't part of their first one when they came out with the one for the MacBook Pro. Basically you just inserted it and it would just slide in there and that's it. But it was sticking out a little bit more, which made it probably a little prone to getting broke if you weren't careful. But with the new one for the iPad Pro, you just pop that into that little slot. It gets a little more flush, so you can't cause any problems as far as it catching on something when you're carting it around and carrying it around from place to place. It does work well with the Apple portfolio that I have set up here with the Smart Type keyboard, so it does work there. It doesn't get in the way. I did notice that it does cover up a few of the holes. This is a 12.9. I do notice that it covered up a few of the speaker holes, but sound, as far as deterring the sound that comes out of there, it doesn't affect it at all. I mean, you still got the two on the other side and everything, so very minimal disturbance as far as that's concerned on that. So I will leave a link down below for the Kickstarter for this little device. I just wanted to give you a quick little review of it. I'll probably be bringing it on board here and there as I do my projects and other things for you, along with this one too. Let me know if you've gotten this one too and see how you like it. Like I said, I was quite surprised how well they boxed it up and have everything configured in there, so it'll make it easy to travel along with. So it works with either of the 12.9 or the 11-inch iPad Pro. It does come in silver. Also, this is the space gray. It's not quite the exact match of the iPad Pro, but it is pretty close. So I'm just going to keep on using it, testing it out for you guys, and let you know if I encounter anything down the road as far as problems or anything. So I hope you enjoyed this little unboxing of the new USB C Hub from Sanho. It's a quick starter project. I will leave a link down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time, guys. Have a good one.